Yo, what is going on, everybody? And welcome to What's Happening Wednesdays on the 4 a.m. Crew podcast. It's your boy Colton here, and I'm joined here, as always, by my boys, Dom and Cole. Now let's get into what's happening. But before we do that, we got to get into how this all came to be. Now, this just happened because me and the boys, we're gamers. We're epic gamers, right?
I wouldn't say we're epic gamers.
We're not epic gamers, but we're all gamers at heart. We've all gamed for a good portion of our life.
So, just the other day, we were just chilling, playing some good old Fortnite, and we were just talking about random shit. And I suggested, you know what, guys? This right here be a podcast. And exactly what we did.
You see, Dom and I had
what Colton doesn't know is me and Cole had the idea of a podcast months before this, but never happened because our third person just wasn't good enough to be a person. So the idea just seemed to go away. And then, Colton brought it up. We're like, well, shit, we found the third.
Dom and I have had the podcast idea for a while to somehow bring it to life. And sitting there, just playing that we regularly do at like 4 a.m., and Colton just brings up the idea, because we just chat all the time, just about constant anything that we think that comes to our head, if it's sports, if it's gaming. We just always talk about it, and we always felt like it could be in a podcast form. And so that's what we just tried to bring out. And
now, you're probably wondering, why the fuck is it named 4 a.m. Crew? Now...
And Cole gave you a little hint right there, but Colton, explain.
As I said before, we are somewhat of epic gamers, and we usually game probably from, I'd say, about 8 o'clock at night till
8 or 10ish, maybe midnight.
8 or 10ish. Don't make us
okay,
look that bad.
okay.
Come on, my guy.
Okay. All right, till about, like the title says, 4 a.m. No?
Yeah, and work sucks the next fucking day. Let me tell you.
So does class. Yeah. Class sucks the next day also.
I had the privilege of working nights, so it doesn't really affect me.
But the reason why it is 4 a.m. is because whenever the clock is like at 3 or 4, we always have somebody get off, and that's mainly when the night's just over. We may have a day that pushes to 5, but that's about it. 4 a.m. is just like our threshold.
Except for last night.
Yeah, we gotta talk about last night.
So as I mentioned, I was like, yo, it could be a podcast. They were like, yo, we were thinking about doing a podcast. Let's do a fucking podcast. So the boys and I stayed up till about 6 a.m., Good old-fashioned 6 a.m. Now, didn't go to sleep until probably like 9 a.m. And just worked on the podcast, Worked on what we were going to do. Worked on the title, which obviously is now the 4 a.m. Crew. Great name, by the way, Dom. And
appreciate the love.
Yeah, we were sitting there.
Don't forget about the appreciation for Cole, because while we were just coming with the shitty, stupid stuff, Cole's actually doing research on how to actually do a podcast for like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, so we were just sitting there playing Fortnite, and then we were like, Colton brought out the idea about, let's just make a podcast out of it. Thought it was a great idea. As soon as we were done in our game, we just sat, and I was sitting there doing a bunch of research, because I did research before, but I never really understood like all the mechanics of it. But now, after we did all that, and it was a lot of work, but I came up, I just did research on what we needed to do, what needed to be done, what it was all about. Dom and Colton were really behind the idea, the branding.
I was making a logo on Free Logo Makers website.
That's what I'm saying. The idea and the branding.
6 of them until the logo is actually free on the final website I finally found. Okay.
Yeah, you guys came up with the branding. I don't remember which one you guys came up with the name though.
That was Dom. I already
Dom?
give him credit for that. That was Dom's epic mind.
Thanks for credit, Colton.
So yeah,
Colton gave me the color scheme.
Yeah.
So Colton and Dom worked for that logo that you guys will probably see if you guys are watching the YouTube or in the App Store or the Spotify. You guys will see that logo. That's both of them going hard at work.
You can't go wrong with red and silver. You just can't go wrong with it.
Well, yeah, because that's the Ohio State colors,
Okay.
Shut the hell up. Trademark that shit, alright? We need to trademark the 4am crew, by the way.
Yes,
Anyway.
we do.
Yeah, I'd give you guys the website to make your own logos, but like I said, I went through like 7 of them, and I don't know what the name of it was.
But then we also went through, and guys, how much of a struggle was it to come up with Instagram and Twitter names and YouTube names?
Gosh. When I found out someone had the 4am crew Twitter handle, I was kind of pissed. So I tapped on that person, and they don't even use Twitter. It's some random chick. She probably thinks she goes to the gym at 4 a.m., like the 4 a.m. club, whatever that shit is. Who goes to the gym? Anyway, yeah, so she tweeted like 5 months ago. Before that, it was like a year. So I'm like, what the hell? We had to come up with a name. Colton finally suggested I think it was Pod. Is it Pod or Podcast? Because Instagram and Twitter are different because they both suck dick. But anyway.
Yeah, Twitter's Pod, and then Instagram's Podcast.
Yeah. So
if you want to go shoot us a follow, go ahead and shoot us a follow.
Yeah, if you want to shoot us a follow at Twitter, it is the 4am crew pod. And then for Instagram, it is the 4am crew podcast. Just the difference is Instagram has cast at the end.
And while you're at it, head on over to mixer.com/it's Colton with 2 eyes.
Yeah, we're not going to suggest that because it's Colton. First of all, he's streaming on Mixer. That already gives you a hint of what his content is like.
Epic.
Yeah, definitely the exact opposite.
It's the content that you would expect to get from an epic gamer.
But also, besides the Mixer platform, there is the greater good YouTube platform that we are going to be on. Right now, it's just going to be an audio cast, but so you'll just be looking at the logo on the screen. But hopefully, we want to eventually do video, so eventually it will be up on there, and that'll be the only spot. So for right now, it is on all platforms, just audio. Soon YouTube, it might be video. We'll just see then.
A face reveal, if you will. But like I suggested earlier, if you want a face reveal of myself, go over to mixer.com/it's Colton with 2 eyes. Wink, wink.
Okay, more importantly, our YouTube is the 4am crew podcast. It may not show up by the first time you look because we need to upload more videos. I think it's like 3. By the time this is done, we'll have at least 2 up. It might be there, it might not, but you will see it very soon. Otherwise, where else are we putting this podcast at, Cole?
On Spotify and on iTunes. So you guys can go into the iTunes store, where you usually download your Apple Music, search for podcasts, search for the 4am crew, and you'll see it there.
Is it named the 4am crew, or is it named the 4am crew podcast?
Should be the 4am crew podcast on Spotify and also on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating and give us a comment on how you feel about the podcast. I'd be greatly appreciated on Spotify and iTunes.
We'd love to interact with you guys. Like, if you guys want to comment on something, let us know something you want us to talk about, feel free to go ahead.
In all seriousness, though, the only reason that if you like this podcast, that I would suggest following my Mixer would be because, like, I will be streaming, not this one, but all the other ones I will be streaming, and it will be raw, uncut, unedited. It will just be the boys talking,
It'll be a fun time, because before this we wasted 5 minutes on Colton trying to read the intro.
Yeah, let's talk about this intro. Colton, you heard that simple intro in the beginning. You could hear him, like, stop every once in a while just for, like, a millisecond, because he knew he might mess up. We probably sat here for 3 minutes on that intro.
It is like reading a Dr. Seuss book on a crack. Like, it's a tongue twister, dude. I don't know what it is.
What's happening Wednesday. There's 2 W's, that's it. Yet it somehow hurt him.
Alliteration is a bitch.
Yeah, fuck school kids. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Most of you, I hope, aren't kids anyway, though. So.
Yeah, because there is going to be some cussing on this podcast. So depending on age, hopefully most of you guys are around the 16 and above range.
There is going to be cussing on this podcast. So if you don't like it, fuck off.
Very true. I saw a video the other day of when a woman was questioning a man why he cussed, and he was like, it really doesn't make a fucking difference. And it's very true. It's just how you perceive it. Like, cussing, it can just be normal if you just let it be normal. It really, if you use it in the right manner, it's really not rude. It's not offensive. It's just the way people talk.
It's a way to prove your point.
Yeah. So, when you go to your principal's office and they're trying to tell you off, tell them to fuck off.
You mean business, guys.
When you go to work and you see your boss and he's treating you like shit, tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, I think that about sums up why and how and when this all happened.
Actually, I want to talk about before that. I want to talk about why our podcast is kind of different from a lot of them because we are all interested in sports. No.
Okay, buddy.
We're all interested in sports.
Right. Listen to Cole. He's going to talk about how we're not focused on
gaming.
One fucking category, all right? We're going to bring you content, motherfuckers. Tell him, Cole.
So all of us have played sports throughout our lives, and now that we're in college and working jobs...
unless you're me and, you sit the bench,
You still were active in sports. We deeply care about basketball, football, baseball, not soccer. Not a soccer podcast.
Oh, fuck soccer.
Fuck
that
soccer.
Is our motto. Fuck soccer. Soccer's not a sport. Always remember that, kids. Fuck soccer.
But as long as we've been playing sports,
shit now.
As long as we've been playing sports, we've been playing video games. So gaming is also a big passion on the podcast. And we also, with any friend group, they always talk about what's been going on in their life and what's happening just around.
And just stupid fucking shit.
Which you're gonna find a lot of stupid fucking shit on this podcast. So.
Speaking of which, I think that about sums up.
Yeah, I think that you can go ahead and
said why, where, when, and how, and what's going to be happening. Speaking of what's happening, Cole, what's been happening in the fantastic life of Cole Holloway?
Right now we're on Thanksgiving break. It's been pretty nice.
All right.
Had last week, right before I was about to leave, I go to Illinois State, and it turns out these guys were impersonating not mechanics. What's it called when you're a serviceman?
All right.
Probably okay. Let's just say he's a serviceman. So,
utility.
Utility.
Right?
Okay, he's a utility guy that goes around fixes like your air conditioner or your faucet or anything. So I guess these guys decide to figure out that they need to. No, it's a utility.
It's a legit. They were going as a legit worker, right?
So they were acting as they were working for the university, and so I didn't know this until like later at night. I'm sitting on a call with these two, and then my sister texts me because she's at a nearby college near me, and tells me about this, and I'm like, what? Because later that day. After class, I went, because we stay up so late, I was asleep after class, and I heard a guy knock on my door and go, maintenance. I was like, I didn't need maintenance, so I obviously, this is a life lesson, I didn't need any maintenance, so I didn't answer the door.
Don't answer the door, kids.
So if you don't ask for something, don't answer it. And good thing I did it. I didn't answer because they were driving around in a white van going from certain places to certain places, and they're probably just looking to rob. But
if you don't know a white van's a no-no by now, you're in trouble. Okay.
And going back to what he said about not answering if you didn't ask for it, unless it's food.
I don't know about that. I mean, unless it's a Girl Scout.
If someone says they got McGriddles at the door, you risk it and go see if they got McGriddles. It's worth the sledgehammer to the face.
Yeah, basically before I want
to plug this in, guys. If you didn't listen, he said he goes to college, ladies, and he is single as a Pringle, and he goes to Illinois State University. Hit him up, Cole Holloway, sexy motherfucker.
Ready to meet me up in Cardinal Court, alright? But basically that's kind of been what's happened before I've been home chilling with the family. What about you guys? What's been going on?
So
I think I might go off a Cole because he was talking about people coming to their door, and let me tell you, I have a story for today, boys.
Let's hear this one.
Alrighty. So Cole told you don't answer the door for strangers. Well, I don't listen to that sometimes.
Unless it's McGriddles.
Yeah, Colton, unless it's McGriddles. So I was sitting on I just woke up, because I was up till 7 a.m. thinking of a podcast. But I woke up, it was about 3, 4 in the afternoon. I was going upstairs, sitting on the couch, about to enjoy some television, when all of a sudden I hear my brother yelling, Bro! I thought he was talking to me. I was like, Jack, what you need? And he was like, bro. He was like, go the fuck away, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I was like, hold the fuck up. He's definitely not talking to me.
At first, did you actually think he was talking to you?
Yes, at first he was saying bro. I was like, what, dude? Damn. So then I got up. I was like, bro, what do you need? And I was getting close to the stairs. He's like, bro, don't answer the door. When he said that, I was like, what the fuck is outside? Because I was creeped out because I had no idea what he was talking about. Because then someone started knocking. Jack's like, don't fucking answer the door. Some drunk dude, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah. Imagine waking up to hearing that happening. Like,
right.
After...
Dude, I was about to... I'm not even gonna lie. I was about to fucking book it out my back door. I'm dead fucking ass. I'm like, someone has a fucking gun at my door. Someone has a fucking gun. So then...
Yeah, keep going,
yeah,
keep going.
So then, I was like, what happened? And Jack goes, bro, I was looking for my AirPods in my car, and this dude pulls up to our house. I was going back inside, and he started following me to the door. And when I came inside and opened the screen door, I was about to close the front door, he opened the screen door and tried to follow me in. And I was like, he was like, no. He was like, who are you? He was like, well, is your mom home? And Jack said, no. Who the fuck are you? He was like, what's wrong with me? And Jackson's like, what the fuck? And slammed the door on his face and locked it. So that's when I came down, and Jack's like, don't open the fucking door. He gets on the phone with my dad. My dad's a cop, by the way. Sorry, guys. But he's a cop. So, yeah, I know. So I start going down, and I was like, well, did you fucking lock the door? He's like, yeah, don't fucking open it. And then the guy is still knocking. He's knocking with his head. He is knocking with his fucking head. Drunk as shit. I didn't get to see his face. Jack was on the phone with my dad, and while I was on the phone with my dad, he once again yells, "You better fucking leave! I'm gonna fucking knock your ass out, dude." So then finally, he stops knocking. He walks away. I didn't get a good look at him, so I went up through the window and looked open the window. I got like what his car looked like and shit. But I noticed as he got in his car, it looked like he was holding a fucking brick, and I was just like, "Hold the fuck up! He's got a brick." But then I looked closely and I realized something in that brick was moving, and it wasn't a brick. It was a carton of chocolate milk. Okay, a carton.
Okay, hold up. Was it a carton or was it one of those glass?
You know, it was like a gallon, like not like it's like the pint one, you know. It's not big as a gallon, but it's still. It was like half drank too. Like this motherfucker was.
Hey, he was wasted on chocolate milk.
It was probably low key chloroform. He was probably gonna chloroform your ass.
Throwing up motherfucking chocolate wasted, bro.
Yeah, he's throwing up a grown-ups too. Or no, that was grown. That was original.
Hell, I was like, hold the fuck up. This man is fucked. So then my brother is like, dude, I'm getting his plates. So he goes outside. And when he goes outside and the guys are driving off, he speeds even more. So Jack runs into his car, and then Jack follows him. It turns out the dude's only a block away. He lives a block away from my house, dude. And all of a sudden, my dad pulls up speeding to my house, right? And Jackson called him literally a minute earlier. This dude lives at least 5 minutes away. He pulls up, he sprints out of his car, he's starting circling my house. He's like, where the fuck is he? I was like, bro, he left a while ago. He's like, he left? I was like, yeah. He's like, where? I was like, I don't know. Jack went and followed him. He's like, Jack followed him? Yeah, and then that's when Jack pulls up and he's like, bro, he's a block down. Let's get him.
Let's get him. That sounded like such a movie reference right there. Hop in. Let's go.
So my dad hops in his car, Jack hops in his car, and Jack leads into the way. And as they're gone, a cop slowly strolls past my house, turns around, slowly comes back up to my house because my dad calls him. He's like, let him know we're down a block away. It's the chief of police. And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm just sitting there waiting for him to come to the door. He comes up to the door. I'm like, my dad told me to meet you a block away. He's like, all right, what happened? I was like, I told him he wanted to meet you a block away. He's like, well, you got to tell me what happened first. I was like, why? But whatever. So I was like, the dude came up and started knocking on our door. We had no idea who he was, and he wouldn't go away, and he was fucking drunk as shit. He was like, what do you look like? I was like, old, beard, drove a red truck, and had a plow in the front of the truck. Pretty good description. He's like, well, what color was he? I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. He's white. My God. He's like, okay. And then slowly walked back to his car. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
If you don't know about our cops are the laziest but also the pickiest cops.
I was like, I'm glad this guy's worried. This guy could have had a gun. And this guy slowly strolls up to my house with no lights on, like he's been cruising around town. So then I called my mom, because it's my mom's house, right? And, you know, we never actually made sure with my mom to make sure she wasn't expecting somebody to drop something off. So I called her and I was like, did you expect somebody in a red truck and be old to come to your house? She was like, nope. I was like, okay, sounds good. Well, then it turns out that she calls my brother after my brother gives her information, and she says that this man used to be her patient in the hospital a few days ago. And I was like, huh?
So you've got a crazy guy that goes up to your house, and he was a patient of your mom.
Yeah, my mom's a nurse, so I was like, you have a fucking crazy patient. She's like, he's not crazy. He's the dad of someone I work with. She told him where we live. I was like, why the fuck is she telling somebody where we live? She's like, he's not a bad guy. I was like, Mom, he just came up to our house with half a gallon of chocolate milk, drunk, knocking on the door with his head.
Asking what's wrong with him.
No sane person does that. Yeah, asking when we said we didn't know him what's wrong with him.
There obviously has to be something wrong.
I was scared shitless. Because at first, I had no idea who it was, and I was like, dude, this man has a fucking gun. I'm gonna die.
Jack didn't care. Jack was pissed.
No, Jack didn't fucking care. Let me get to that part. So Jack finally comes back, and we start talking about it. And Jack was like, bro, I was gonna beat his fucking ass. I was like, bro, what if he had a gun? He's like, I don't care. My house. I was like, I'm defending it. I'm like, I'm fucking dipping out the back. He's like, you can dip out the back. We see this different. I'm kicking his ass. I was like, bro, he has a gun. He's like, I don't care. If he kills me, he goes to jail for murder. I was like, I mean, that's one way to look at it, but you're also dead. But hey.
I mean, it's the adrenaline that kicked in, and he honestly just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, my adrenaline told me to run out the back fucking door.
Yeah, I mean, it's big ups to him, because that's what I always feel like I want to do in that situation is...
Why would I defend my house? It's just a fucking house. I'd defend my life instead.
But, so, after this whole thing happens, when Jack drives off and Jason also, their dad drives off, I'm driving over to my grandma's house. And I just see Jason and Jack just sitting there at a church waiting... And they hop out of the car, and then I'm about to be at the stop sign, about to roll by. I'm just gonna honk my horn. I just see some of my friends. I'm just gonna honk the horn. Cop. So Dom said this is the laziest cop ever. Dude rolls past me. I don't have a stop sign. He's a stop sign. Rolls the stop sign. Goes right in front of me. Almost hits me. So now I have to back up, go a different way because he decides to not be lazy. And the cops sometimes they can just be fucking idiots, okay? How can you be lazy going up to the crime scene, supposedly, or the incident where the thing happened, and then you drive down the street like an idiot?
With no lights on, correct?
Yeah, he didn't have any lights on at all.
Do a stop sign with no lights and nothing. How is someone supposed to suspect that he's coming?
But, the whole situation is just crazy, though. On Monday.
It was insane.
Did your dad say anything to your mom about it?
All he said was he didn't get in trouble, but he was a fucking weirdo. They couldn't give him a breathalyzer because the cop himself didn't see him driving the car. Jack's like, how did I know what car he drove and follow his car home if he didn't drive? He's like, well, I didn't see it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
See, maybe the cop should have been a little bit more alert and active. Or maybe the cop should have
just lied and been like, yep, I saw him drive home.
Yeah.
Let's breathalyze him.
It's an obvious scene. You have a trusted cop that used to work here, and you just some cops, man.
It was crazy, man. I've never had anybody come up to my door like that, and I just didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh my god, we need a fucking gun in this house.
We had an incident like that for my mom when she worked at the school, and we were, in case you're probably like 8, 9 years old, and I guess she pissed off some students. Because Trisha across the street, my neighbor, she saw that we were gone, I think on vacation. These kids come up to our back door or our door that goes into the basement, and I swear, I think Trisha said they had like bricks or something. They were just trying to break in the house over something she did to them at school. So ever since then, we've kind of just locked everything. But that's the only incident I think I've ever had of people trying to break in.
Yeah, Jackson, after that incident, finally agreed. He's like, now I see why you lock the fucking door all the fucking time. Them motherfuckers crazy.
Oh, yeah, I always fear, somebody... Because especially even, they'll do it with cars. They'll break into cars. Why wouldn't they break into your house? It's...
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's why I don't like living out in the country, because there's, really nowhere to fucking go,
I mean, you could always run into the corn, if anything, though.
What if the corn's down?
If the corn's down now you just have to book it.
Kind of fucked.
But that's why you always have an AT or a 4-wheeler.
My nearest neighbor is a mile away. Not even exaggerating.
Yeah, you always have a 4-wheeler or something then.
Alright, so enough with my story. It seemed dangerous and scary, but it actually wasn't that bad. Colton, I think you got a story that's a little scarier.
Yeah. So, about last Sunday, I think, my brother was like, yo, you want to make $500? I was like, hell yeah. Because I wasn't working at the time. And then, So So he was like, all right, well, we got to go to Chicago and plow snow. And I'm just like, all right, bet.
Chicago.
Little did he tell me we were going to be working for fucking 17, or little did he not tell me we were going to be working for 17 fucking hours. Get paid $15 an hour. It's pretty, or not 15. It was more than that. It was like $17 an hour. Okay. But it still wasn't fucking worth my fucking life. That almost got taken away from me. So essentially, we're up in Englewood, and the ghetto,
Englewood, Illinois.
The ghetto part of it. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, but it's fucked up. All right.
Okay.
So, for some fucking reason, there's this ComEd building in a fucking
just
dark
so you know, I just looked up the 10 most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago, and Englewood is number 2.
You're fucking telling me. But for some reason, ComEd, let me fucking tell you, has the dumbest fucking spots to run their business. Like, there was a fucking ComEd, oh my god, dude. It was in the middle of a dark fucking alley in Englewood. What the fuck? So, me and my brother are just like, alright, we're just gonna fucking grab handfuls of the salt and fucking toss it out and book it. And I was like, alright, bet. So, our buddy Gino is there with us, and he comes in with a 4-wheeler that helps us, like, plow it, like, even faster. So, we salt the fucking sidewalk, and then Gino comes in on the road, or the 4-wheeler. My brother and Gino, thanks a lot, guys, for fucking listening, they walk around, like, the block. I'm just there, you know? I'm just there by myself. And then this fucking big white, like, I don't think it was white, it's more like gray, but whatever the fuck. This white van comes up, blocks the entrance to the alley, and then 3 Hispanic gentlemen come out of the car, or van, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then they, what's it called? They essentially just come out. One of them is holding a fucking bat. I'm not even shitting you. One of them is holding a bat. So
what do you think when the car pulls up, blocks the alley, and 3 guys hop out?
Milk.
I'm thinking I'm about to fucking die, and this isn't even the only thing that happened. I got 2 stories about fucking Englewood. So they start walking towards me like they're gonna fucking do something. One of them goes, "Hey," I'm just like,
hold on.
I'm just gonna.
The vehicle you're in, is it locked?
I think my side wasn't locked because I left it open just in case something like this happened. So, I'm just like, yeah, no, and I act like I don't hear them, and then I see lights behind me. And bless you, Gino Petrovino, because he fucking rolls up in the 4-wheeler, and then they see these lights. They think, and the 4-wheeler has like a flashing blue, or I think it's orange light, and it looks like a cop light. So they fucking go like, "Oh shit, Holmes," and they fucking book you, dude. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? So, yeah, essentially I could have fucking died there.
So what'd you say to Gino and Hunter?
Fuck you. That's what I would have fucking said.
I would have been. I said. What did I say? It was like 3 a.m. when this happened too. By the way, a little side note. So I was tired as shit, and my reaction time wasn't really good.
Hey, 4 a.m. podcast. He's pretty close.
I wasn't snorting on the G Fuel yet. But yeah. So
Would you tell Hunter and Gino?
I just told him I'm not getting out the fucking car again. I don't give a fuck about getting paid that much. Which eventually they called me down. They were like, at least nothing happened. And, at least nothing happened. So then
they called me down. I've been like, yeah, you're fucking lucky nothing happened.
So yeah, then Gino goes off on his own route. Like, he was just helping us out so we could finish earlier. And then he goes back up to the loop, I think. We're still stuck in Englewood. So this next one is like kind of downtown. I don't even know what they have a fucking downtown, but like it's like kind of in the middle, like in the open, you know. So it's another fucking ComEd building. Great fucking job, ComEd. And then So my brother, and it's a long ass fucking sidewalk, because like when you do ComEd, I think you have to do like the city sidewalks or whatever. So it's a long ass sidewalk. And it takes me and my brother, I'd say like 30 minutes to do this one. And we're just like fucking drenching it with handfuls of fucking salt. So, what's it called? This fucking black, I think it was like a Chevy, or no, it's like a Pontiac, like type of car. It's like black Pontiac ran down, starts like fucking coming towards like me, like it came like diagonal towards me, and it was this big buff black dude. I'm not even shitting you. Like it was this big ass black dude. He rolls down the window. He's like, spare $20. And then I was like, nah, man, I can't. He's like, you're fucking working. Why can't you spare $20? I was like, get a fucking job, dude. Like, no. And fuck me for being a cocky prick. The man like rolls up, like he tries to act like he has a gun. It is fucking. He puts his hand in his shirt and tries to act like he has a gun. I'm like, bruh. Like I'm trying not to cringe, but this dude could like easily fucking clobber my ass. I was like, I like whistled to my brother, like, cause that's like what we said. I whistled to my brother, and he's like, get in the fucking truck, because we had a Duramax, so I was like, bet. I got in the truck, and the dude waits there for a good like 5 minutes, just staring me down, and then he like slowly drives away. I'm like 99% sure he asked my brother to spare $20 too.
I'm like, I don't. Why?
He's like, you're fucking working, man. Why can't you spare $20? I was like, get a job. He's like, you don't know how hard it is to get a job out here. And that's when he like did the whole finger thing, like pretending it was a gun. I was like, bruh.
You should have asked him what he needed the money for.
No, because I wasn't gonna give it to him regardless. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you should have just been like, what do you need it for then?
And then there's one more thing that happened, but this wasn't really. I guess it kind of is. So this homeless chick, and like nothing against homeless people, obviously, but this homeless chick was like begging for money on like I forgot what it's called. It's like one of the most deadly fucking like streetways in the world. I don't know, but so she not like because of shooting deaths or anything, but just because of accidents and shit.
Yeah.
But like this dumb bitch was fucking begging for money on one of the most dangerous fucking roads. Like I don't know what the fuck to call it, but on one of the most dangerous places on earth. And then she's gonna fucking stop us, and then this fucking semi almost rear-ended us because of that. Like, never go to fucking Englewood.
So basically, you're never gonna go to Englewood or maybe plow snow.
I'm never plowing snow again. Fuck that.
Yeah. It kind of seems like I wouldn't plow snow after that whole day that you had.
Dude,
Plus, you're being up for
hours.
17 hours.
Fucking living off of Bang energy drinks. Yeah. It was not a fun time. Made $500, but wasn't fucking worth it.
Alright, so what was the other thing you guys wanted to go into?
Oh, okay. I wanted to bring up what happened last night before the whole podcast thing. All right. So we were talking about fast food places, right? And then Cole and Colton decided to stick their nose in somewhere and try to tell me White Castle is one of the best fast food restaurants in the world.
I never said in the world.
Okay, hold up. It's not one of the best in the world.
You were defending it like it was.
Like, around us.
Okay.
Oh.
If you're gonna go to a fast food place, first of all, what's your highest rank?
Alright.
Where's
breakfast?
my go-to? It depends on what I want, man.
Yeah, only for breakfast I would go
No,
to
not breakfast. Like a lunch or a
McGriddle,
dinner thing.
A lunch or a dinner?
You can eat McGriddles, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you know?
What am I in the mood for?
You're in the mood for a burger.
A burger?
A burger and fries place.
Five Guys.
Yeah, probably near us. I decided to say a Five Guys. Yeah.
Thank you. But you don't want to spend more than fucking $8 for a burger or $5 for a burger.
Yeah, because you got to think those burgers are massive burgers.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't get too many burgers at fast food places. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more of a chicken sandwich guy.
I am also, but
if I want a burger, I'm going to a restaurant because those burgers are fast food burgers aren't burgers, man.
But if you go and get fast food and you're gonna go get burgers and fries, why not eat like 4 or 5 sliders?
Because they're gross.
And then on top of that, have nibblers, and no, the fuck they are not. The fucking Sloppy Joe slider is fucking fantastic. So
no, White Castle sucks. Like you tried saying last night, White Castle's better than Wendy's. Like no,
it is.
No,
it is though.
Nothing. No.
Name 3 good things on Wendy's menu.
Spicy chicken sandwich, spicy nuggets, regular nuggets, the double, the single, anything.
You just said you didn't like burgers from fast food places, so you're just contradicting yourself.
I'm saying it's better than the sliders, though.
I'm saying though, if I'm gonna go for fast food and I'm gonna get a. Alright, if I'm going to a fast food and I'm gonna get a burger, I feel like I would honestly I like Wendy's. Wendy's is good food, but I feel like I'd rather have 5, 6, 7 sliders.
No.
And dude, their nibblers, oh my god, they're just die for, dude. Their fucking macaroni and cheese nibblers are fucking fire. I will admit their mini corn dog nibblers are literally just fucking mini corn dogs. But where around us do you find somewhere that fucking sells mini corn dogs?
I honestly feel like White Castle is an underrated fast food chain.
Oh, yo, you just talked about mini corn dogs and food like that. I'm gonna peep a restaurant. If you're from Illinois and you're around the Kankakee, like the Iroquois area, head to Braidwood and go to Polka Dots.
Oh my god!
Drive-in food
yeah, that place is pretty good.
You will have in
Route 66 Polka Dot. Oh my god! Best burger, fries, and shake place.
Chili cheese dogs, chili cheese fry. Oh my goodness, man!
And it's relatively fast. It's kind of like fast food, but not like up to par with like McDonald's. But it's like a Wendy's or Arby's type fast.
It's pretty fast. For,
yeah,
like, cooking it right. It's like if you're from Kankakee once again. It's like Yannicki's.
But like, who doesn't love an old-fashioned like shaken burger fries place? You know, like
right,
you can't go wrong with that.
Like 3 places I would pick over White Castle would probably be Culver's, obviously because I'm pretty quick.
Oh, Culver's has a nice burger. I might, if you're saying a cheaper burger that's not Five Guys, I'd go Culver's.
Because Five Guys is it's a massive juicy burger. Yeah, Five Guys is really good.
Mushroom and Swiss burger is my favorite fucking thing in the world.
But you can't go wrong with the shake from Culver's either, though. They're so thick.
True.
Anybody watching this, name your go-to burger place, fast food.
And also, how do you feel about White Castle?
White Castle.
Do you rank it above?
Please tell me how bad it is.
Do you rank it? Would you rather?
It's not bad.
Would you rather go to White Castle's over a place, or would you rather go to, say, McDonald's, Arby's, or Wendy's?
Give me your opinion on White Castle, then tell me Wendy's or White Castle. All right, that's what I want to know.
Dude, you can literally get fucking 99 sliders for like $20.
I don't care. I want good food, not cheap food.
It is good food.
That's just what I think. I think I'd rather go for a bunch of sliders than a main meal burger. Because a slider doesn't feel like you're eating as much, but you are too.
I guess, man. I don't really know, but I guess.
All right. So another fast food place I would choose would be KFC.
I need to still try KFC's chicken sandwich. Never had their chicken sandwich.
Their new
Speaking of the chicken sandwich, this is another thing. If you guys are one of the people that overhype the Popeye's chicken sandwich, fuck you. Because you're making a fucking big deal out of nothing, and I'm tired of it.
I know.
It is an average chicken sandwich at best. Shut the fuck up and eat it, and don't tell you anything about it. Because there's nothing special about that shit.
Like I said this before, when I was working this summer, and Popeyes decided to come out with their chicken sandwich, I ate it before the hype. I just thought it was a chicken sandwich. The spicy chicken sandwich, ate it before the hype, and I have to say, it's probably one of the best chicken sandwiches though now.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Dude, that sandwich is good. The spice level is perfect. And dude, Popeyes has the biggest chicken sandwich. You can't say that it doesn't. The sandwich is like 3 inches thick.
Bro. Bigger is not always better. You can have a big cock, but don't know how to use it.
The
KFC is like the same size.
There's so much crunch to it as well. Like, it's just not like it's not greasy.
Alright, KFC, you can get a fucking 2 glazed donuts on top of a piece of chicken.
Why are we arguing about Popeyes and KFC when Chick-fil-A is the king of chicken? Don't tell me it's not, man.
Burkhardt Superfoods is the king of fried chicken.
Shut the hell up, man.
I guess Chick-fil-A is, I guess, the king of chicken, but chicken sandwich, no.
Burkhardt Superfoods is
Chick-fil-A's
fire.
chicken sandwich is amazing.
I don't think they're better than Popeyes for chicken sandwich, but overall chicken, any chicken, yeah.
Chick-fil-A's regular chicken sandwich is so simple. Just a Chick-fil-A sandwich, a chicken sandwich with pickles on top.
I say the Chick-fil-A sandwich, the original,
yeah. So good.
The original goes to Chick-fil-A, but the spicy definitely goes to Powers.
Do you guys think I'm a communist for this? Because I get called a communist for doing this all the time. Whenever, and I don't care what day it is, like whenever I go to fucking B-Dubs, I always get a cheese curd burger.
Why?
Why are you getting a burger at Buffalo Wild Wings? Get wings.
Yeah, but I don't really like their wings, though.
Second of all, if you get boneless wings, you're a pussy. It's not
I don't really
meat.
like their wings.
Yeah,
though.
the only reason I
chicken
get
tenders with barbecue over
only
it.
reason I get boneless is because I want to eat my food quick and fast.
Yeah, boneless is.
If I'm gonna eat bone, I'm gonna either go to Hooters or I'm gonna make the meal, or I'm gonna make them myself.
I don't know about that, man. Buffalo Wild Wings have some good wings.
I've tried
good.
Buffalo Wild Wings with the bone in, and it is not the same.
Oh, I do like the garlic parmesan ones. I do like those.
It's just
I'd rate them a C.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
some of when they put garlic in some of their sauces, the garlic can be so overpowering sometimes that's like it's just too much. In my experiences, they put way too much.
I just don't think you can go wrong with the honey barbecue, though.
Oh yeah, that's the go-to.
Yeah, you're right. That is good too. But yeah, I always get a cheese curd burger and then a side of honey barbecue wings, like boneless.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why when people go to Buffalo Wild Wings, it's really they get anything other than chicken wings. Like, doesn't really make sense.
I just want to know, how did we go to White Castle sliders to chicken wings?
I mean, we just got onto food, I guess. But
all right, well, let's get back on track. Seems like this is going like way south, way where we wanted to go. So let's just go to the next segment that we want to. We probably would want to do this more than once, right? I don't know if it's weekly, but like every so often do this segment called the Unpopular Opinions. Correct?
We'll have like one or two, maybe.
Correcto.
So all right, let's go ahead and start it off.
You want me to start it off? Because mine's gonna be a fucking bomb, and I'm gonna if we ever blow up, I'm gonna be hated for this. You do realize this.
Go ahead.
You guys, I hope if you love The Office, you plug your ears right now because I'm gonna hit you with a reality check. The Office is a subpar show whose comedy is not very good at all.
Now, I 100% disagree with this. The Office is probably one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Their comedy is so watered down.
Their comedy is
mellow.
great.
It's horrible, dude.
And so that's the main reason why you think The Office sucks, is the comedy.
It's supposed to be one of the funniest shows I've ever watched, and it was horrible. I did not laugh one time.
I know, so it is one of the funniest shows you've ever watched if you ever watched it.
What?
That
70s show.
That 70s show is also very good, but The Office is probably the top.
No, I'm sorry. The Office is not a good show.
It's like the best like sitcom of our decade. Of this decade.
There's just a reason why The Office is such a huge show.
It's not good. By the way, guys, the theme songs to The Office, stop fucking playing it everywhere because it's not that good either.
Dude, you just gotta give it a break and just let it be.
No, I can't because it's so overhyped and so many people talk about it and it's not even funny.
Yeah, some of their jokes are pretty repetitive.
They're horrible. They're so stale.
But like, yeah, I get Michael Scott's could probably be repetitive,
but fucking dad's telling me a joke.
It's supposed to be that type of show, though. Like,
what's a horrible fucking idea? Because those jokes get old so fucking
I really
fast.
hope this blows up so that you get so much hate. The Office is such a great show.
I kind of agree with Dom. It's like subpar. It's not great. It's subpar. But that 70s show, don't ever say that shit is not great. Cause that
I remember listening to that after school. Oh my. That 70s show is a great show.
Funniest. Like, they got Fez, Kelso... Dude, their freaking cast is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher was in it too.
Yeah, he was Kelso. Yeah. Fucking retard. Dumb one.
Alright, let's move on from mine. Let's go to Cole or Colton. Which one you got an unpopular opinion that you want to talk about?
I mean, I want to talk about how you don't like ranch, to be honest.
Oh, dude.
So we're just going to hate on Dom.
We're going to hate on you, yeah. How can you not like ranch?
Okay, guys, here we go. Dom has another unpopular opinion. Ranch sucks dick. Stop putting it on all your food. You're fucking ruining every single piece of meat, any pizza, anything you put ranch on, you are fucking ruining it.
How do you eat your vegetables then?
Steamed, raw.
How you eat a raw vegetable without anything on it?
Cucumber, hell yeah. Or some hot sauce or sauce.
So wait, you're telling me you eat broccoli, carrots, or celery without any ranch?
I don't like celery.
You don't like celery?
Celery's kind of got a weird taste to it that I just don't like.
I got kind of a festive.
Yeah, please tell us, Colton, because I'm tired of getting fucking shit on.
So Thanksgiving's coming up. I don't know. It's about being a fat shit in that day, National Fat Shit Day. My unpopular opinion. Every year, the most notorious thing that I look forward to for every year for Thanksgiving is stuffing.
Oh, no, that's not an unpopular opinion. Stuffing is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Unpopular opinion, green bean casserole. Shit.
Oh my god, no. Okay, I flipped the switch on both of those. Stuffing, disgusting. Green bean casserole with onions on top, banger.
Dude, green beans themselves are fucking dog shit.
No,
okay, that's wrong. But green bean casserole,
they're nasty. Shit.
What's wrong with What's wrong with green bean casserole?
Leave in the comments your unpopular opinions, and if I find time, I might actually use one or tell you how you're wrong.
Okay, what's wrong with green bean casserole?
It tastes like shit.
With stuffing, it's literally breadcrumbs.
Looks like puke.
The breadcrumb, the onion crunch, the creaminess, and then the green beans is perfect.
Dude, that
stuffing tastes like somebody just chewed it and then spit it into your mouth.
No, it does not taste like
that. You're a dumbass.
Stuffing is so nasty.
Alright, I got a question. Turkey or ham?
Ham. What ham? What the fuck?
What? No.
If it's honey smoked ham.
I want something with flavor. Ham.
If it's honey smoked ham.
Have you ever had a smoked turkey? A smoked turkey is delicious.
I don't think I've had a smoked.
Buddy, do you know my dad? I know what smoked turkey is.
Smoked turkey's good as fuck.
I don't think I've had smoked turkey.
It's good, but I still prefer ham.
Our specialty's ham. Our specialty's ham. We always have turkey, but we have a honey smoked ham that's so good.
I've got one more thing that we could probably do for an unpopular opinion. We'll probably wrap it up because this show's going a lot longer than we thought.
We'll probably wrap it up right after this.
All right, so here we go. When do you start celebrating Christmas?
Celebrated the day after
Thanksgiving.
The day after Thanksgiving. So probably Saturday is when you could put your tree up.
The week after Thanksgiving.
I say you do Thursday Thanksgiving. Friday you do your Black Friday bullshit.
It seems like and
Saturday you can put it
on this. I was very surprised. I thought one of you dumb fucks should be like, first day of November.
Oh, we've had people put it up in October. Before Halloween, they've had trees up. You can't mix holidays.
Stop it. Please stop.
People eventually are going to be putting up a tree in the summer.
I'm just going to keep on being on a roll here because if you're a female watching this, stop watching the fucking Hallmark Channel. Those movies fucking blow. They're all the same. It's about a girl or a man who fall in love with someone from either their hometown or new place that they went to, but they already have a lover, and they end up going away from that lover, getting the new lover, and they live happily ever after, and it snows.
I get it. Watch it the week of Christmas. Other than that, who gives a fuck?
I got kind of another festive, unpopular opinion.
Just keep rolling them out. We said don't hate on Elf. Don't fucking do it.
Okay. Oh my god. How? No. Explain how.
His jokes are fucking cringy. They're not funny. It is stupid. Will Ferrell's worst fucking movie. I don't care what you say.
So you're saying him in the shower singing with her is terrible?
Yes, it's stupid. It's cringy.
You're telling me the snowball fight?
Yes, it's cringy.
That motherfucking rocket arm,
he wound up his arm and fired that.
Oh, it's cringy. It's not even funny.
Oh, you don't. Oh, so you're gonna tell me when he called him an angry elf that wasn't funny?
Yeah, it's not funny. It's
dude, fuck you.
I hope you guys get destroyed in the comments because
that's gonna be the most destroyed. I don't care. Elf is the T1, maybe the greatest Christmas movie.
No, Home Alone, bro.
Oh my god! Story. Don't even say that.
A Christmas Story is like the best.
I find A Christmas Story overrated. Sorry.
I can't believe you said Home Alone over the Elf.
Oh man!
All right, I think that's good.
Right, we gotta wrap up. We're gonna keep
going
because we keep thinking
what's their best joke? You're not Santa. Shut the fuck up, dude. That's just not funny.
Angry Elf's probably the best part, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
All right, I think we should wrap it up. When you guys go ahead and hit the outro.
The outro. Well, you see, what day is this going to come up, Cole? Is it going to be up on Wednesday?
It's going to be up on Wednesday.
This is our What's Happening on Wednesday. We're wrapping it up. Catch us tomorrow, Thursday. We're going to do our gaming one. We still don't have a name for it yet. So, hey, if you got a name, drop it in the comments. But by the time we drop it in the comments, we're going to have a name. So, really, don't waste your fucking time. But yeah.
It's Wednesday,
but
dude.
If this is your first podcast you're seeing, we did have a podcast go up. If this is Wednesday, Tuesday, we had our very first podcast, which was just a sports recap on the weekend. We covered anything from football to the MLB and the NFL to the NCAA. So if you guys want to listen to that, if you're interested in sports, head on over to that. That's the very first podcast. Like Dom said, we have Thursday, so tomorrow for this video, we're going to be talking about gaming. If you're interested in gaming like us, stay tuned for that. Friday
also,
will be another sports one. So
I don't know if we'll remember to say it because we're stupid. So if we don't, remember the Thursday one. Happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Everybody eat some turkey, get fat, fall asleep.
Stuffing is the best part of Thanksgiving.
And then shut the fuck up, Colton. Then after that Friday, we're going to do our sports preview show where we preview the weekend and give our predictions and other good stuff.
But also, if you guys are listening to this on one of the platforms and don't know about the other platforms, if you're listening on YouTube, this is currently the audio version. You can go onto Spotify or you can go onto iTunes. If you're listening on iTunes, you can go to Spotify and when you're in your car instead of being on iTunes, or you can go over to YouTube and subscribe. And then you could also follow us on Instagram or Twitter. For Twitter, our name is the 4 a.m.
Crew Pod.
Yep, there you go.
Twitter is the 4 a.m. Crew Pod, and Instagram is the 4 a.m. Crew Podcast. And
so you know, the AM is a part of the 4 on both of those. We don't have a space between 4 and AM.
There is no dots in between that. And then for iTunes and Spotify, it is the 4 a.m. Crew Podcast. And then also for YouTube, it is the same as well, the 4 a.m. Crew Podcast. So if you guys would like to, if you feel like you want to watch it on YouTube better, soon we may eventually switch over to video. YouTube will be the only spot that will happen. But if you like listening to audio, stay tuned for the iTunes and Spotify. And then just always follow our socials to see more of what we want to talk about in the podcast, or we'll do polls to possibly see what you guys want to talk about on the podcast. But I think that's good enough for this. Is that good for you guys?
Yeah. Well, this is What's Happening Wednesday, and well, it happened.
And we'll see you guys Thursday. Peace.